In today's world, it feels like everything is digital first. And for any business that's serious about growth, using a powerful system like SAP isn't really a choice anymore. It's a must. But let's be real. Trying to wrap your head around the complexities of SAP can feel, well, overwhelming. So where do you even begin? Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about the big challenge that, frankly, almost every growing business is facing right now. It's this constant pressure to nail the digital experience and make sure all that tech you're investing in is actually adding value and not just creating more problems to solve.
And this leads to a pretty big question you've got to ask yourself. I mean, when you really look at your current systems, how your teams are working, how data's moving around, are you genuinely ready for what's coming next? For the future of digital business? Because here's the deal. Using a powerhouse like SAP, it can be an absolute game changer. It can bring everything from your finance department to your supply chain under one roof. But actually setting it up, moving all your old data into it, and keeping it running smoothly day to day, that's where things get incredibly complicated. And yeah, a little bit risky.
And believe me, the stakes are incredibly high. If this goes wrong, it's not just some tiny hiccup. We're talking about massive amounts of wasted time, budgets that can just spiral completely out of control, and losing that business agility you desperately need to compete and adapt. So, now that we've kind of laid out the problem and the risks, how do you actually get through this without all the headaches? How do you get all the power that SAP promises without the peril? Well, it really all boils down to one thing: finding the right partner to guide you through it. And that's exactly where a company like BeaStark Solutions steps in. They're all about being that go-to SAP partner with a laser focus on one thing: getting you ready for the digital future. Their entire mission is to be that expert guide through all the complexity we were just talking about. And look, they're not new to this game. They've spent 8 solid years deep in the SAP ecosystem, building up their expertise. That's 8 years of not just installing software, but of solving real, complex business problems and seeing firsthand how technology has changed. But it's not just about technical chops. It's about their whole philosophy. At their core, they are all about being customer-centric, which really just means they actually listen to you first. They're totally results-oriented, focused on your goals, and they make sure things get done on time while keeping productivity humming along. Okay, so we get the philosophy, but what does that actually look like in the real world? How do they help you win? Let's take a look at the actual solutions they bring to the table. They pretty much cover the whole journey, from getting you started with SAP implementation to keeping the engine running with their BASIS managed services, that's the technical team that keeps your system healthy, to moving you into the future with cloud migration and making sure you stay on the cutting edge with upgrades. So let's talk benefits. Implementation means you get up and running faster, with way less risk. But the cloud migration piece? This is huge. It's not just about moving your stuff to the cloud. It's about agility. Imagine you want to test drive the new S4 HANA, or run a proof of concept for a new CRM system. They can spin up a private, pre-installed sandbox environment for you to play in, all on a flexible monthly or yearly plan. That right there is a total game changer. Now, check this out. Their managed services offer this incredible value. For about what it costs to hire just one person, you get an entire team of certified senior experts managing your whole SAP environment. It's a no-brainer. And with their upgrade services, you can rest easy knowing you're always on the latest tech, which is absolutely critical for staying competitive. Okay, but talk is one thing. At the end of the day, it's the results that really count, right? So let's see how all this expertise and their philosophy actually translates into real-world success for the people they work with. Let's start with a hard number: 11 successful projects delivered. Now that's not just a number on a page. That's 11 different businesses, each with its own unique challenges, that BeaStark helped guide to a successful finish line. And this quote from a client, Maria, really gets to the heart of why they're successful. She says the team went above and beyond in understanding how to address our challenges. See, it's not just about doing the work, it's about deeply understanding the client's actual problems. And what happens when you have that deep understanding? You get this: 6 happy clients. And that number is so important because it's not just about finishing a project, it's about creating real satisfaction and building partnerships that last. This bit of feedback from Linda really drives that partnership idea home. She said, "We would not have achieved this success without a dedicated and supportive partner like BeaStark." It shows they're not just some vendor you call when things go wrong, they really become part of your team.
And finally, this is a really important one from Smith, who talks about their high-quality SAP services that ensure the security of our company data. I mean, in this day and age, your data is everything. So that intense focus on quality and security, it's non-negotiable.
So what does this all mean for you? The 8 years of experience, the client-first mindset, the proven track record. What does it mean for the future of your business? Let's bring it all together.
What it all boils down to is this. BeaStark is a true one-stop shop. You get access to everything you could possibly need for SAP, all from a single, qualified, and certified team. That means you can stop juggling a bunch of different vendors and just have one partner who is completely dedicated to your success.
So if you're ready to make SAP simple and really unlock its potential for your business, the next step couldn't be easier. All the info you need to get a quote is right here. Just reach out and start a conversation about what's possible for you. And I'll just leave you with this one final thought to chew on. What could your business really, truly achieve if your SAP environment wasn't a source of stress and complexity, but was the powerful, seamless engine driving your growth forward?